As a new NFL season is on its way, it can bring an unfortunate reminder to some fans that not every football fan has a team in their area. The NFL is one of the most popular forms of entertainment in the world, yet its teams are only located in 30 cities. For a league as successful as the NFL already is, it would do even better in more markets. Relocation has been more common among teams in the second half of this decade, but the NFL hasn't expanded in more than 15 years. This video will examine several cities that hypothetical NFL teams could thrive in if they ever came to be. We won't be examining how another NFL expansion would work though, because new teams would likely cause a huge change to the way the NFL schedules games and probably the playoff format too. Honestly, that's way too complicated for us to figure out, and we don't have Doctor Strange who can see 14 million possibilities of how adding these cities would work and what the best way to incorporate them is. But enough rambling from me, let's get the list started. To address the elephants in the room, we're gonna open the video with what I'll refer to as the obvious three: St. Louis, San Diego, and Oakland. Yes, Oakland technically has an NFL team right now, but they're moving at the end of the year, so we'll include them. Each of these cities have a rich history with the NFL, proven success, and fans that felt so betrayed Little Xan could write their city anthem. The locals' reactions to losing their teams in the first place proves that they really should be included on the list. It's like how the MLB will always have speculation of returning to Montreal or the NBA with Seattle. Until a new team comes, there will be talk of one. So yeah, the obvious three have to be high on the list for getting a team. On to cities that have never had their own team before. San Antonio deserves an NFL team. The Spurs thrive there, and you could never not have enough football in Texas. The typical Texan enjoys football the same way happy people enjoy being alive. San Antonio had by far the highest attendance numbers in the AAF. 26,000 fans a game for the AAF, imagine what an NFL team could do there. Still, at the end of the day, if 3 basketball teams can coexist in Texas, then 3 football teams should be able to. Even high school football in Texas is like what The Office is to people with a Netflix account. The NBA Finals prove that Toronto is a legitimate sports town. The Raptors and Blue Jays are beloved in Toronto, and the 4th largest city in North America could support an NFL team. The Bills used to play an annual game there, and attendance, especially early on, was very strong. But of course, some people might instantly reject this idea since the NFL has never had a Canadian team before. The CFL had American teams before though, so anyone who doesn't think it could work simply because Toronto is a Canadian city would be mistaken. Imagine the horn that plays at the Rogers Center when the Blue Jays homer when a Toronto NFL team scores a touchdown with 50,000 fans cheering alongside it. Besides, who wouldn't want to see Drake supporting a Toronto NFL team?
In the whole world, look around you. Look at this. We created this. This didn't exist before we were here. Look around at
The Pro Bowl was much more of an exciting event when it took place in Hawaii every year. More players wanted to experience the event when it took place at Aloha Stadium in Honolulu. And in a league where teams play only once a week, there's a way to make the travel and scheduling of games in Honolulu over a full season work. The Rams and Cowboys just recently played a preseason game at Aloha Stadium, proving that the NFL still has a love for the island of Hawaii. But if the NFL is seriously considering London as an option for a team, then Honolulu would definitely work. I'm sure it'd be a lot easier to lure players to Hawaii than England too. Hawaii is awesome though, and more sports should be there. Finally, the last city on this list isn't as much of a big name as the others on here, but is still ready for the NFL should they ever come knocking on their door. Portland, Oregon would be a great city for an NFL team. The Trail Blazers have been there for almost 50 years, and the Portland Timbers MLS team constantly draws high attendance. The city has shown that a new major sports team would be instantly beloved. They've been trying to get a baseball team as well, with even Yankees infielder Russell Wilson being a part of the ownership group looking to bring a team to the city. The Oregon Ducks also draw impressive attendance numbers for marquee games, and the football program has become more than respected as a whole. Also, Amine is from Portland. Yeah, Amine, the guy who made that song Caroline.
Have you ever wrote a song for a girl?
Yeah, because, I get my heart broken a lot.
Ooh, she left you. She left
Can we have like a moment?
Also, that's the third rapper reference in this video, so wow. That's gonna be all for this video. Feel free to comment other cities you think deserve an NFL team down below. If you enjoyed, a like and subscribe would be greatly appreciated. And as always, we hope to see you later and have a nice day. Thanks.